Okay, here's a great question from one of our listeners. How do I coach through toxic attitudes? Such a great question. We all know this feeling of being on a team with someone who's really toxic and is bringing everybody down. It can look a lot of different ways. This can be somebody who's got a real negative attitude. It can be someone who gossips or sabotages team projects, or it can even just be someone who's very withdrawn and disengaged from their work. It can look a lot of different ways. So let me tell you about coaching through a toxic attitude. I want to approach this from a couple directions. First, think about establishing on your team the kind of culture and attitude you do want to see. You want to know what you are coaching toward, okay? So a team is much more likely to have a good, solid team culture if you as the leader can help establish a clear culture that you are aiming toward. So do that work first. Put a stake in the ground. Figure out what your values are and what behaviors support those values, and make that real clear. Engage your team in that process. And if you need help, let us know, because we can really help you with that. Now, from there, the next thing I want you to do is be very helpful when you see a toxic attitude. Go in first and foremost and say to a person something like, hey, I noticed that, when we go into our team meetings, you don't have much to say, and I really value your voice. I need you at the table. I need to know what you're thinking, how you're feeling about things. You need to, I'd like to hear you contribute. Is everything okay? Okay, so start there. Just assume that maybe there's a barrier that you can help to eliminate, and work at that level first. Down the road, if that doesn't help, you may have to think about helping the person find another role or in a different company or a different team. If you've done the good work about establishing a strong team culture, you've coached them toward eliminating some of these toxic behaviors, attitude, which comes out in a behavior, in a very helpful and supportive way, and neither of those things has worked over a period of time, you may have to start coaching toward improvement or coaching them out of the role. So that's where you're going to get a little bit more clear about, hey, look, we've talked about this many times. We need to be a team where we all contribute, and I'm feeling that you just keep pulling back, and I really need you to work with us here and start to get on board. That's when you want to take that kind of an approach at the end of those other two steps. Okay, so I hope that helps. Let us know if you need more assistance with that. That's a tricky one, but we're here to help, and I hope that makes a difference for you.